Hello and welcome to Dwarven Forge Live. This is building of the build of the month for. Wait, what month are we building?
June.
For,
It's for June.
for June of 2020. It's not just like a running gag. I'm just always gonna not know what I'm announcing. That's gonna be my thing. Okay.
That's fine. In the meeting this morning, we were like, "Can you believe June's in a few days? May didn't happen. March was for 2 months. May was for a week, maybe."
Maybe. Wait. This is building of the build of the month. I am Nate, and this is my co-pilot. What is your name, co-pilot?
Selena.
Woo! Are you getting weird delay still? It's chopping out. We had a choppy start on our pre-roll, and hopefully the choppiness will end here, but we'll see. So this is for the next couple hours. We're gonna hang out and try and build something for the build of the month, and we want lots of input from you guys. We do every month we do a build of the month for YouTube. So this is the creating of the build of the month, and we get lots of fun input from you guys and put something together and chit chat and hang out. And I don't know, is there anything else that we do?
We talk about all the news that's going on right now.
Yeah, what
Did you like that segue?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. What so tell me,
Excellent.
Queen segue. What what do we have what's newsworthy?
The news from the north is I believe we have another stream. It might even be tomorrow.
A stream in the morrow?
A stream in the morrow, it is indeed. Toby, the Technomancer, shall be present on the anvil. He will also be giving it a little bang bang on the anvil. It's gone. I wrote it.
A bit of the bang bang on the anvil. Is there a 20?
Everyone in the chat, please put bang bang.
That can be our secret for tomorrow. The secret words. That's I bet there's
word.
29 bunnies covering their ears right now at our awesome accents.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes, indeed.
So tomorrow we have Toby's gonna be on the anvil with us, doing some technomancy from inside the studio. He is in the office, fighting the good fight.
Fighting a good fight.
Yeah.
Well, as well as that, we have another live game for you guys coming next week, DM'd by Tyler. Nate and I will both be playing in that game, so look out for that one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be special.
If you like bad accents.
Hey, how dare you? I don't know what you're talking about. We have another pre-order coming to the website soon. Nate, do you know what those sets are?
Yes, but I don't think we can confirm. I mean, I've sort of been saying them anyway, even though they're still slightly in flux. But it should be Dread Hollow Forest, full Dread Hollow Forest, full Aranthor Mountains, maybe. Hopefully, I think the Dread Hollow, the transition banks. We're still trying to get that in there. The Hamlet set, and maybe Zaltar's Game Room. I don't know, but it's a little. It's still, like anything. It's on the anvil. The metal is still a little soft. It could change shape. Maybe it's not a sword. It's an axe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And I also we can't confirm or deny when said
on
Toby.
the X day of soon.
Who said that's from one of our?
That was Orion Forged, Odin Forged.
Odin Forged,
formerly
yeah.
known as Bastard of Buffalo.
And then for a moment he was the Bastard of Valoria, too.
That was great.
He's got a lot of pseudonyms. Huh.
And then transitioning from previous sets to new sets, Hellscape and Plaguestone shipping updates will be coming at you in the next update email. The Hellscape update went out, I believe that was Friday, or was that Friday, Nate?
Yeah, Thursday. No, we try to send them out on Friday so that so customer service doesn't get blasted with a whole bunch of things on Saturday. But I think it went out Thursday.
So
but the news is there's stuff on the water. There's a whole bunch of stuff going out this week also, and then another batch following that. So we're cruising away on Hellscape. We'll let you know if any news there. But the it reminded me there was some other. Oh, that's what it is. Wormwood gift certificates are going out today.
Yes, that was next on my list.
Yes.
Oh, they're going out today. That's right.
Yeah.
Everyone who ordered a physical thing in the Hellscape Kickstarter will be receiving their Wormwood $25 gift certificate.
Woo! It's exciting. Yeah.
Yes.
Eh.
And then there's new paint samples of City Builder Paintscape.
We showed those last weekend on the Envo.
Okay.
I think you have the. I think you might have the old notes.
Perhaps.
Yeah, yeah, we
but,
did a side by side last week.
Last note from Farmer Small over here is the Deck of Many Spells Kickstarter has 15 days to go.
Woo.
I do declare. I will post the link to that in the chat right now. Nate, you have the. Do you have the Deck of Many Things?
I have the Deck of Many Things, and I have the Deck of Many Spells levels 1 through 4. I think whatever they previously published, and this is 5 through 9, I think. And these guys are awesome, and they have a Humblewood tie-in, and they're just really, really cool lenticular animations, and they've got some blank ones you can write on with dry erase, and I don't know, just cool artists in a cool space doing a fun thing you absolutely don't need at the game table, but it's super fun to look at.
Definitely helps.
Yeah, does that ring any bells? Is there anything else you know of?
Something that's not quite necessary but looks cool?
I don't know.
I wonder.
What that could be.
But this farmer is small and on the way out of here, and Selena's coming back. Okay,
Woo!
guys.
Did you ever read Farmer Small as a kid?
I didn't know that was a real thing.
Yeah, that's all for Farmer Small. It's a book, a couple of series of books.
Oh, great.
Huh.
Every day's a school day, especially in a pandemic.
Dude. All right, well let's start building something before Rabbit has to go to sleep. No, it's really early for him, right? It's like
Yeah. It's what, 8 o'clock, Rabbit? Rabbit Burner?
paging Dr. Rabbit. Oh.
7. It is 7 his time.
Nice. Bureau clock. Is there anything? Should we start building? Is there anything else we need to talk about?
I think that's it. Let's get crazy.
So, do you know what we're building today? Did I even tell anybody?
Stone City is all I've received.
All right, so you're up to date. So we're gonna do something with the City Builder sets, with the Stone City Builder sets, and the one caveat I'm gonna give you is I couldn't find a couple of the pieces. I was scrambling around. Since I've been down here in the submarine pandemic time, I've cataloged almost everything except City Builder is still. I haven't gotten through all of City Builder. I want to blame the kids, but it's like, let's be honest, we know where the root of the problem is. Anyone that's seen my desk knows the root of the problem. So I'm missing a couple of pieces that you could have to use your imagination for, but it's just there's a couple of bits of dressing, so we should be okay. But so here's what we got. You guys ready? Buckle up. This is our set list. We're going to do the one stone cottage, 1 stone starter set, 1 slate roof set, 1 Wicked City accessories. That's what I'm missing, the actual cart, which is like the coolest thing in there, and 2 of the little fruit stands. I have some, and then 2 forest terrain trays to build on something. So it's going to be a little stone building setup. And my thought was, well, this is to get the ideas flowing. I'm thinking we're gonna do. It's like either like a smuggler's den or a thieves' den, or maybe they're merchants that have suspicious merchants. So players have to sort of see if it's a front for something or they're up to something or something like that. I don't know. Well, this is where you guys are gonna come in. So we're gonna spread the stuff out. We're gonna start sort of building, and then start throwing some ideas of how we may turn it into a cool adventure and a cool build. I think that's it. I'm gonna fix my rim light. Hold on. Woo. Boom. All right, gotta get those pieces looking. Little side lights. They're
It's a rim light.
right. That's my favorite light of all time. This effect. All right, let's go into build mode. Oh, I just clapped. Sorry. Oh, I can't not. Woo.
Drink.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What are the rules that we for the Dwarven Forge drinking game? What are
If you guys want to see the Dwarven Forge drinking game, I can get that link ready, but it's also on our Twitter and our Discord and our Instagram and Facebook, so
well,
you know.
What if you're like a grognard like me, and I'm not a grognard, but I haven't been on, I don't go on any of our things. So tell me, what are these categories? What do we do?
Well, you see? I also have to go and scroll through our timeline and figure out where the heck it is.
Although, is it better if I don't know, because then I will just inadvertently keep
it's probably for the best that you don't know. Some of the things are like when someone says blank in the chat, and so people were abusing that in the game on Monday. Alright, posting the link to the official Dwarven Forge live drinking game.
Woo.
I also posted the link to all the sets that we will be using today.
Alright, let's see what we got here. So, I got a bucket, Wait, did I get the right? Oh, wait. This might be. I don't know. Let's see where we can go with this. I was trying to. So what I was trying to accomplish was A, do something with cities, because we hadn't been back to cities in a while, right? And B, do something that wasn't like $1 bazillion.
Hey, Nate, your mic.
This mic? You thought I might like to know, and I did. All right, how's that? Perfect, nailed it. So so trying to do something that didn't, was last month's one was over $500. So trying to do something that was under 300, close to 200. So I think we're at like 275 or something. So we'll see what this looks like. And you could cut the terrain trays out if you wanted to drop it down to something. But I was going to include them in it, so it made it a thing. Although maybe we don't include them in it, because then it could drop the price, and people can put them wherever. I don't know. We'll build it on. We'll decide what the final bundle is, because we're doing. You want to explain to people what the bundle is?
I'd love to explain what the bundle is. So, this month, when the May one goes up, we have 4 days left.
Woo!
For me to get that out. So that's a really fun.
How's that coming?
Well, it took 2 days for all the footage to download from Dropbox.
Oh.
So, it would be 2 days ahead of schedule had that not just happened to me this weekend.
It really took 2 days?
2 whole days, yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, the computer goes to sleep after a certain while, and I'm downloading onto a hard drive, and so the hard drive also goes to sleep after a while. It was a lot of, every hour me having to, wiggle the mouse, but this is boring. So, when this video goes up, you will see in the link in the description, and also on our web store, the list, a bundle of all the sets we use with a baked-in, gift card. You get a gift card with the build of the month bundle to be used towards your next purchase.
And this was last month's bill, which is the Demonic Depths, right? The Goblin Warren of Doom.
I do believe so.
Man, I want more building spaces, but yeah, what the heck? All right. Well, in my mind there was somehow more buildings here, but we're not in my mind. We're in reality. So, this is gonna be like a 15-minute long build of the month. How are we gonna do this? For this, I don't know. We got, and maybe we need to adjust the sets, and that'll be a fun. That'll be a fun one. Yeah. I have a lot of walls. I think there's a distinct lack of floors here. Huh. Is there? Oh well. Well, I don't know. I got a lot of fun.
Rabbit Burner says the pegs hurt his paws.
Yeah, they do, but they sure stay in once they're in. Yeah. No, I'm wondering if there's there's got to be a better way. This is where we start the infomercial.
There's got to be a better way.
Right? Are your paws sore from inserting pegs?
Are your paws sore? Question mark.
Buy the new Dwarven Forge City Builder System Builder.
Griffin May says to get the Baba Yaga hut.
I don't think we can sell that. Right?
For $4 million.
Yeah.
You can have the Baba Yaga hut. Because we gotta split it 50-50 with sculptor Aurora.
Aurora and Shane. Daddy Shane. Wonder what she's gonna do this summer. I wish we could give her like a remote internship.
Oh, that's right. We're not gonna be able to see her.
No, Gen Con. Oh man, can we talk about Gen Con being canceled
we,
for a sec?
we could talk about it. We're all mourning. It might be nice to talk about it together.
Yeah. Is anybody else sad that Gen Con is canceled?
I never thought I'd be sad to hear that Gen Con was canceled.
Well, as a con artist, it's a little stressful for you because you have to prep.
Yes.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, but a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I was talking to our friend on Twitter, Padme's lover, this weekend about it. Very sad. He brings us homebrewed beer with his great grandfather-in-law's special hops, and
It's amazing.
great
Yeah.
guy, great beer,
Right.
great times.
Heirloom hops that he yeah.
We were working on a karaoke musical.
Yeah. Hey, Gregor. You're gonna go on a pokey hunt? Wow. Here. 92.
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
Have fun. Wow.
Oh, if Metal and Magic said Gen Con would have been his first time going.
Well, there's next year.
Hopefully.
Oh, dude. What do you think? Gen Con's going down?
Not down. It's just like if we get a second wave of the virus, who knows how that'll affect all future large gatherings.
Yeah.
Dar Jr. Wonders what the first con to happen will be. I think we'll be lucky if we can get a PAX Unplugged at the end of the year. I think that's an optimistic goal.
Should we take bets? At the
Ooh, yeah.
over under? Like, I don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, I want it to. But
Yeah, I said optimistic. I think maybe PAX East. That is my guess. What do you guys think the first convention will be? Let us drop it in the chat. And how much Valorian coin would you bet on it?
ooh, all the coins in our coffers. I bet PAX East. That one seems like a safe bet. You know, if PAX East had happened like, I don't know, 2 weeks later, it wouldn't have happened. I bet. Right,
No,
it was
I think
right
would've
on
been
the.
canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Adepticon got canceled the week after PAX East.
Yeah.
Oh, 1979 Dragos says that DragonCon hasn't been canceled yet. DragonCon's usually in August, I believe. August/early September.
Bet you $1 to cancel. Well, it just seems like it's hard in good conscience to run gather a whole bunch of people together if you don't know if you can do it safely. Right? Like.
Yeah.
No.
And us being in New York, we're the most likely to have it.
We're sensitive, yeah. Like,
Oh.
no, we've been seeing it. Like it's how you're sensitive to it because it's like it's going on all around. How do you not?
But you know what I just thought of? We're trying to distract people from the doom and gloom.
Oh,
so
right.
maybe we should
I was
move
talking
on
about the
to
doom
a
and-
different topic.
Okay, yay, Gen Con. All right, long live the con next year.
Long live the cons.
Constitution. All right. So here's my new idea. So I'm putting together a little thing here, and my thought is, what if this was a series? So like, we've got some sort of little, I don't know which way we do the roof, right? Some sort of little thing here where we'll have like I was gonna do like a little circle of buildings, but in this case it's only like, oh, it might focus on the close-up cam. I didn't even.
You're not focused.
Yeah, it was actually miraculously.
Looks pretty good.
So I thought was to do like a little circle of buildings, right? We have this fountain. We have a thing. We're missing a cart. We got some clutter. We can do a thing, but maybe we do. It's an encounter. It's not just one. Like we do three different setups or something with the same thing, and that's the adventure or something like they have to go check out these 3 different spots, and we just kind of, and the game would be is there an easy way to make each of the three spots look a little different using the same collection of pieces? So the DM on the table could say, like, you kind of say, hey, do you want to go to A, B, or C? And then depending where the players go, within like a minute, you could kind of like prep using these pieces. But boom, you drop it down and say, okay, here's location A. They check it out, then they want to go to location B. You pop it up, boom, 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 boom. You see something like that. It could be a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we have to figure out why they're going to. This is crooked. Why they're going here and what it's all about.
Pull the Lever DM would like to know when Hellscape sets will be up for sale.
This is a good question. My guess is it would be September ? And
That seems like it tracks.
right? Well, I think we need. Turns out we have a Kickstarter that we're going to be doing at some point in the immediate future, and so prepping everything for the web store is probably going to take a back seat. Like, there's, it's not just, we don't just like snap our fingers and have everything in the web store. We have to do a little homework. So I'm assuming that probably won't happen until Kickstarter's over.
Yeah, because we need time to edit all the graphics.
Yeah, there's like
quantify what sets will be.
Yeah, and we have to also check the inventory, and there's that thing of like, we have to wait for missing and damaged. Like, if we ship everything out to all our backers, and for some reason 100 sets all need replacements, whatever, that comes out of the stock. So if we'd put that on the sword and sold it before everybody had the stuff, then we'd be in trouble. Right?
This makes sense.
Yeah, there's logic of sorts here.
Finlay Shards has a suggestion.
This is the first. Finley Shards, breaking the silence. Thanks for getting the courage to speak up.
So, lookout post. 3 high tower with the top level 4 open window pieces with the open floor stairway. Middle floor is trapdoor and the only external door to the building. Then a sealed off basement. Need an extra staircase to get to the main door, possibly on a blank stone floor outside.
Yeah. Yes, let's do the outpost after. Let's do the lookout post after this. Is a great idea. Love it. So what's our story though? Let's do we have like why are the players going to go to these 3 mysterious locations that have? Oh, so the things I'm missing for oh man, lost a magnet. For those of you playing at home, do we have a drinking game if we're missing a piece? Is that a? I'm missing
Let's see.
The 2 little fruit stalls. Like I have the big ones. But I'm missing the 2 little ones, and I'm missing the actual cart. I have the smuggler's cart. I've got the horses, I've got the yoke, I've got the driver. I just don't have the actual cart. And I totally want to throw my kids under the bus for that one, but it's not. I don't know. I put them in a thing somewhere.
Dusty Spellbook would like this question answered. Disclaimer: 0 product knowledge / coming in blind. Do you have any terrain / fountains that use actual running water?
Welcome, first of all. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. And there are no, we love questions no matter what your level of expertise. And currently, we do not have any fountains with running water. But I've seen somebody mod one on the or make one on. I think it's the Dungeon Workshop guy did one. It's theoretically possible. We haven't gotten there yet, but maybe if we go back and revisit the city at some point in the very near future, that could be a cool thing to do. Yeah, little slip and slide. We can make some.
Love that. For my brother's birthday one year,
oh no,
we made our own slip and slide.
What did you use, and how did it go?
So,
because I have a story like this too, and
and you and I are both from the country, so
yeah.
I'm sure it got a little crazy. We got several tarps, and we got hay bales from the farmer next door, and so we did hay bales on the sides of it to keep us from spilling over.
Mm-hmm.
And our house was on a hill, so we just had it go down the hill naturally. But that also led to what we put the
What
hose
the
on it, and then we various experiments and how to not safely go down this slip and slide. The adults teaching the children
what not to do?
which they should not do. Some stuff did get broken.
Some stuff as in like body parts?
Like some people got hit in the face. I don't think
Oh.
it was actually broken. Someone got a nosebleed.
Yeah.
And lots of bruises. So many bruises. A
Yeah.
lot of old people being like, "Ah, my back." So broken spirits, really.
Our yeah, that sounds about like similar how ours went. My friend Matt, one of his neighbors was throwing out an above ground pool, or something, and we saw it on the side of the
Happens.
road. Yeah, and so we took the above ground pool and we cut it into like strips that were 6 feet wide or whatever, and kind of
Yeah,
did that
keep
on
that
his.
plastic lining.
Yeah, right. It's just like a smooth. It's designed to hold water and it's smooth, whatever, and you can like. Yeah, so we took that line
That's
and
much
like
fancier.
I don't know, and then like laid it out and down his back lawn and put the hose on it. But his lawn terminated in a flat cement patio, so it was
Ours
like
was a stone driveway, so it was
same
a lot of
same
us
gig.
ate poop in the driveway.
Yeah, it was like you kind of hold the people that weren't going would hold up the bottom to try and stop the person going down from anything. But what we discovered was it shredded the lawn. Like it did some serious, holy moly! It was like there was not like it was just like a mud pit with no grass by the time we were done. It was really yeah.
Yep.
His mom not a fan of that
Oh no.
at all. Yeah, that got in a lot
So
of trouble.
Rabbit Burner suggests that you rotate the half roofs to the stone side, at least to the side pointing
You
at
know,
the camera.
I was doing this one so that it would feel different. We could. I'm just thinking if we have three different things we're trying to do. I was trying to tutor up this like, make this like seem like a I don't know a smaller building. Maybe we even take the chimney off or something.
Neo Foya
Hello, Neil.
suggests that you have one building be an apothecary / medicine place that they
Mm.
need a strange type of medicine to save a noble's child.
All right, and then why do they have to go 3 locations? And what do they?
They go to the this is me speaking. They go to the apothecary and they're like, "Oh, I need more ingredients." They
Mm.
gotta go. They gotta go.
So let's assume. All right, so we could do. Let's say this is the apothecary. So we got a little sign. Then this is our apothecary sign. And we've got. Maybe then we should make this all one building for the apothecary. Let's do. Or or does the apothecary store crazy stuff out in the outbuilding?
Well, Finlay Shards has another suggestion.
Yes, Finley.
The 3 areas we will be creating are all on a ley line crossings and are linked into the Fae, trying to bring the Feywild into the real world. This is an
Okay.
element of mind, body, spirit, one each of the 3 locations that the player needs to overcome to stop the ritual.
Mm.
How many of our adventures are you need to stop a ritual?
I mean, turns out that's what heroes do. Because bad guys.
He
Bad
also
guys like
suggests
ritual.
maybe the stones in the buildings were taken from a ruined set of standing stones.
That's a cool. Right. Okay. So. Okay. All right. So their buildings are built. They're scavenged. So it's like farmsteads or it's like kind of frontier area, where it's hard to like get decent stuff. And there were all these awesome ruins nearby. You know, the old like Indian burial ground type deal, right? And
Upcycling.
yeah, they're like, oh yeah, we'll just say somebody already did all the hard work of getting all these stones. We're gonna we're gonna gather these to make our little homestead. So it's like three different setups, 3 different little whatever houses or it's not a village. I guess it's only 1 or 2 houses, but and they've each have scavenged stones, and so let's have this be if we're gonna do maybe this is like a general store type thing or something, right? We could have like a because we've got a fountain, we've got all this stuff. And then we can do the apothecary, and then some of those. But I feel like we have enough clutter. You know, I can rotate this around too. Let's for the other camera. We could do like. I wonder what they need to find in each.
This is a good angle. I like it.
Play to the camera. You know what we can do? Maybe the challenge is, you know, sort of in each area they have to convince whoever's there to let them like poke around their house and like wave their divining rods around and like, you know, do whatever, like right, stomp around their like. And these are probably homesteaders that are on the edge of the like frontier, like just they want anything but like outsiders coming in and like poking around their thing. So it's like each one is kind of a different social challenge. Of hey, how do you convince these people to let you poke around? And then are they gonna like take their magic rocks? Like what are they like? What's the?
Rabbit Burner suggests that the hamlet is haunted by the invisible cart.
Well, the cart will be visible soon. I'm gonna find. I gotta find the cart. Come on, I just like.
Some more suggestions from the chat. Metal Magic says, as an idea, the scavenged stones are starting to activate, bringing the elements to life.
Yes.
Here, the water in the fountain transforms into a large elemental and attacks everyone near.
Oh, yeah. So it's a water weird, right?
And
it's
continuing on that idea, later in the chat, he says, in the second area, perhaps a hearth or fireplace spews out fire elementals, and in the last one, the players are searching and searching, and eventually the building comes to life as an earth elemental.
Holy moly! Oh,
I love that.
Oh my god! All right. So this is going to be the water one. All right. So the fountain will be our central bit. Maybe it's we can go with the general store thing. We've got these water barrels. This should be a water barrel also, but I couldn't find it. So we've got 2.5 water barrels. This one is just a regular barrel. We'll pretend it's a water barrel. So water can play into. So let's have the water barrels be part of the thing, right? If there's a water weird manifesting or something, maybe we can do something with these 3 water barrels that the players. What's the? Oh, I like this. All right, so we got scavenge stones affecting thing. We got 3 water barrels around. What are we?
Denth28 has another suggestion.
Hey, Denth.
Which was before we read of Metal and Magics, but perhaps this will inspire you. The adventurers are charged with investigating several farmsteads. The farmers haven't shipped their product in a long time. When they get there, they discover a cult of druids has secretly taken over the farm in an attempt to take back the lands for nature.
All right, here's what we do. I like the. All right, we're gonna take the druids. So we've got the scavenge stones, elemental stones.
Should I be taking notes?
Yeah, take some notes because we're gonna have to shoot this right. All right, so we got the scavenge stones from the thing, right? That were used to build these various like little settlement farmsteads, whatever. So this one will be like a general store or something. That's why it's got this fountain. I don't know why it has this fountain. Maybe they took the fountain. Maybe they just upended the fountain from the place, whatever. But we've got druids show up at one of the locations. Some druids, they followed the energy, or they want to free the elemental spirits or whatever. There's some like, you know, this is the elements are speaking to them, right? The elements are like, this is our chance to take back, you know, push back civilization. So we definitely one of the challenges is going to be the druids for sure.
Okay.
And let's have this one. There's maybe something's weird has been going on in this general store type setup, and it's a social challenge, right? The players have got to talk the irate storekeeper into letting them poke around, and when they do, when they find the stone, whichever one is like the elemental stone they're looking for, and they trigger it, that thing triggers a water weird, water elemental, some sort of water nonsense here that then they have to fight off. And of course, it's like wreaking havoc on the stone or whatever. So maybe they have to pay for collateral damage or something. It's very punishing. I don't know how they.
So the heroes have to sweet talk who?
The whoever runs the store.
Okay.
You know, cranky old
And
dude or
and
whatever.
he tells them where to go.
No, he'll just let
Okay.
them. He'll let them for the right price. He'll let them poke around or something.
Got it.
But he's like, but he'll shadow. You know, he's not gonna let them just like root through his storerooms and stuff like unattended. He'll like, so then when they find the thing and they like trigger it, he knows that they did it. So he'll get all angry at them that they, you know, that they're
Rabbit Burner says the
trying to
cart
say.
is how they transport the stones, and it's on a mission.
Oh, it's automated, like the cart.
It's on a mission, not automated, but
No, but it's. I mean, it goes. It's just like
sentient cart.
yeah. They ride a. They've got to throw the stones in the cart, and it'll draw them. It's like a divining. You know what?
Oh.
The yoke.
Yes.
It looks like a. It looks like a divining rod. Right.
Oh yes.
So, a divining rod, right? A dowsing rod. If you stick, you use it to like find water, wherever it could find.
Oh, okay.
You could use it to find magic stones. Maybe the cart. It really does. It's a seeking cart that takes them from homestead to homestead. Although you want them to be able to choose which ones they go to, right? They get to feel like they're making choices, even if they're not wildly important. Um, right? They at least get to choose the order or whatever. All right, so let's go. So we got this thing. We got some sort of water thing, whatever. Let me take a picture of this so I can rebuild it. So now, let's do.
So are you just gonna rebuild this 3 times?
Yeah, and
Oh, I like that.
with the goal being sort of minimal. I want to do sort of minimalist changes. Like, the idea is that you want to be executed on the table, right? So that you could quickly take this and build the next, like what
Love
the
that.
right the next thing depending on where they decide to go. All right, so we got a little something with the fountain. So let's ditch the fountain because that's very specific. So let's do the apothecary, right? So maybe they're this way maybe one big apothecary type building. What do we have that we can just re? All right.
More suggestions from the chat.
What does the chat have to say?
Joe Pacelli 0504
Hey.
says the fountain is a magical passage to the Fey world.
What is?
The fountain.
Okay. I'll take it. Take it.
Dent says they heal it. I'm not sure what it is. And the adventurers need to figure out that they need to be destroyed or face the elemental being healed constantly. Okay, so apparently elementals are being. Oh, okay. Okay, his first
The
message
barrels?
was the water barrels hold the runes that continuously fuel the water elemental in the fountain. They heal it,
Yeah.
and the adventurers need to figure out that they need to be destroyed or face the elemental.
Yeah. And then they have to sort of hunt around for all the water. We gotta destroy all the water. Gotta destroy all the water. And of course, it just makes the the general store owner like even more angry that they're like just smashing his water barrels or whatever. And it's we can say the portal is like the fountain is a portal, right? The reason this thing's coming through is it is a portal into the Feywild or whatever, right? So the portal's kind of opening and this water thing is coming out, whatever. So that's cool. So the fountain's a portal, water creatures coming out. It's feeding, the water. Maybe the water's coming out of the barrels into the thing or whatever, and they got to run around. It'd be fun. I like it.
Finlay Shard says, it could be a store or a small way station, and there are other guests there. When the stone is found, the water from the barrels and the fountain animate and attack the other guests, so the players have to rescue them.
Definitely could attack. Let's do the way station as one of the third. Yeah, there could be other. There could be there's let's do a general store and it's got like store slash way station. There's another customer in there or whatever, right? And then so then innocent bystanders, like they're just finishing up their purchase as the players activate this thing, and then they're getting attacked by this the elemental. So then the players have something to do. Right, there's a purpose. You got to protect the save the shopper.
AK Yeti says,
Hey.
Werebeaver, we're invading.
A
because
werebeaver?
the sound, yeah, Werebeaver. Is invading because the sound of the fountain is driving them to madness.
I thought water is supposed to be soothing.
Are you soothed by the slowing drip of a leaky faucet?
Yeah, okay, boys.
It's just a leaky fountain, and the werebeaver just comes up with like a wrench, and it's just fixes it, and he's like, I couldn't stand it.
You stupid humans.
Rabbit Burner says the druids are trying to summon the great were-rabbit of Ragnarok.
I'm not familiar with this the myth of the great were-rabbit of Ragnarok.
Arget Kvekja says the adventurers must explore the DF Werebeaver Dam.
The dreaded werebeaver dam.
Finlay Shard says the other customer has just bought a barrel of water.
Oh, and it's loading it into their cart. Right, we have that cart.
It's the cart!
Yes!
The sentient cart!
Well, maybe that's how the cart gets its sentience. It gets the, Oh, I love it.
Justice Armand is sneaking a peek at the stream while he's working.
Shh,
Justice,
we won't tell on him.
I'm gonna tell.
What happens
I'm
in the stream?
calling the police.
You
he
wouldn't.
said he's taking a sneaky peek.
Sneaky peek. Does he have any ideas about werebeavers and the like?
Justice, what is your take on werebeavers? Give us your response now.
Why does anybody know why the 5 lycanthropes that are in the original Monster Manual? Why it's those 5? Why it's a tiger, a boar, a rat, a wolf, and a bear? Who knows why of like all beasts? Why those 5? I'm sure somebody knows.
Of Metal and Magic incorporates the cart back into play. He says the cart buggers off and the players chase it to the next location.
It seems like there's a lot of call for some sort of sentient cart. This cart is becoming...
We need a sentient cart. Or like, the emergency brakes weren't quite lifted, so it just starts to wheel away like a stick shift car.
Just rolls down the hill. Boom, 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 boom.
What if it's not a sentient cart? It's just really smart termites taking over the cart.
Are they were-termites?
They're were-termites. Were-termites have taken over the cart. End of sentence.
I mean, that's what else do you need, right? That speaks for itself. So what if?
Well, this is why I don't come up with the ideas for build of the month. There'd be much more glitter.
I told you, yeah, what Hawkins said about glitter today, right?
I don't think so, or maybe you did and I just forgot. I would love a reminder.
He just says like, "Daddy, glitter is so pretty, isn't it?"
Yes.
What was it? I was like, "Yeah,
Yes, it is.
sure is." We were making those hope rocks and putting glitter on them, and then
Oh yeah.
I didn't shellac them enough, and it rained and like almost all the paint washed off, which is.
Oh no.
I gave them a tough lesson in life, which is
Wow.
use more sealant.
Did they cry?
No, they took it pretty well. We'll paint
That's
again.
good.
Some of them were
I would
sealed.
cry.
Some of them were not as well sealed.
Oh my god. If the Finlay Shard says if the cart starts rolling down a hill, it has to have a small child in the way to be saved.
In a baby carriage, that's just like they're deep in the frontier. There's like someone with their baby carriage, just like pushing it. Like, what are you doing with your baby carriage? So here's a question for the for chat: is if we were gonna add. So what I'm thinking is, we remove one of the. I'm thinking we remove one of these. I think we remove the trays, the terrain trays, and then we could maybe put one other set in here. if we need it, we might not need it. I was gonna say if we were gonna add one other set, what would we add? But maybe we're okay. Maybe we do these three little things, and that's it. And it keeps it, and maybe it just keeps it more affordable rather than adding. Right, that's the point, was to make it a more affordable one. All right, so I have like a little apothecary sort of thing with the idea. Can you see here? We have like a
Justice Armand says, so there is a cart. I just joined late. There is a cart. It is sentient. It is in charge. It is being captained by were termites. Someone else in the chat suggested each of the wheels of the cart is a different kind of mimic. And, and the cart can also lead you to water.
I love all
because of the the rod. It's a rod.
Well, because
the horses.
The were termites are warring with the were beavers. Clearly, right? They're fighting over the wood.
Yes.
Right. It's an age old, for a millennia. There's been a war waging between were termites and were. So I was doing a little apothecary thing here. So I was taking the ladder, putting the ladder sideways to be like a railing, and then using the stands to kind of make this as like a little outdoor area where the apothecary gathers their wares, or their leave stuff out to dry. Their beavers. And this is a little get the rain off there, and then maybe what do we do? What's the challenge with the apothecary, right? So we're at this apothecary, and what's the challenge here? Maybe this is the one. Maybe the druids have rolled in, and are. Maybe the druids have taken over. Maybe the druids don't like the apothecary because the apothecary's been harvesting like mistletoe and yew tree and all these sort of sacred things for his or her. Is the apothecary what gender is the apothecary?
I'm gonna go with non-binary.
Okay, so they've been harvesting stuff that the druids are mad, and then these elemental stones have sort of pushed them over the edge, and now they've gone on the attack. Maybe they've just murdered it. Maybe they straight out. Did they murder the
druids murder the apothecary?
Right? Or maybe
the apothecary gets away in the cart.
They made the apothecary make a potion and then fed it to them and turned them into an animal, or like a werebeaver or something. And now they're
okay.
Right? So maybe the players show up, and what do we have here? What's their challenge? So our last one, they had to convince the guy to let them poke around, and then fight when they found the stone, it activated a thing and water came. It went nuts. This one, they have to. Oh, you know what? The other one, maybe the customer that they save, gives them their cart as thanks, and then they haul around in the cart later, and they can enchant it, become sentient or whatever. So what do we do? What's the challenge with the kind of the militant druids, the apothecary, the non-binary apothecary, and the stone? Like, what's the gag with this stone? Maybe this is a earth stone, right? And it's something to do with all the roots and herbs and things that the apothecary's been gathering.
So Rabbit Burner suggests that the druids take over the apothecary store and pretend to be the apothecary, hoping the players go away.
Yeah. Their deception, right? They like throwing a mustache, and they're like, "Yes, I'm the apothecary."
Love that.
Yeah, that's a fun, right? So then we can get some insight going. We leave a couple of clues that something's amiss. Like they don't know what anything is, or maybe they know too much, or maybe they don't know how to do a monetary transaction. They're used to like bartering on the wild. And the player's like, I would like to purchase the thing. And they're like, what is? Yes, that'll be 2 rocks. And they're, or some, there's something that's just like something's off, right? We can do some fun insight. All right, and then
The chat's been real active, so I'm gonna read you out some things.
maybe the apothecary's in the basement, transformed.
Oh.
They fed the apothecary something, right? We got a basement down here. Can
Yes.
you see
The real apothecary's in the basement.
yeah. There's
Finley Shard says,
two
I would
druids.
say if the plan is to move things around a lot with the current set, you probably don't need the trays, and you're not needing negative space builds
Yep.
to move the scenes around. Justice Armand says he likes the trays. So there's your answer about trays.
Well, would you rather the set cost $40 more and had the trays, or $40 less and didn't have the trays?
Great question. I will
Right.
update you as people write in.
Yeah.
Sentient car. Nope. That doesn't apply. Yeah.
Apply.
That's how they distract the apothecary. They just are like, oh my god, look at all these sentient brooms.
They animate a bunch of brooms and see what trouble is afoot. And you know what we could do? Maybe I make this a back room. Hang on.
DMN Games suggests the players have difficulty entering the buildings when the cart arrives. Driven by the stranger from RE4, he offers to trade some unique items from his cart for their own items. Great chance for a DM to ask for problematic items or ask for benign items to have players second guess why the stranger is asking for pocket lint for a wand of fireballs.
And what's the gag? What's the trick? Why does he want pocket lint for a wand of fireballs? Or is it just?
Hey, I'm not
yeah.
going with all the answers here. You're filling the blanks. This is build of the month Mad Libs.
Building up the build of the month of the Mad Libs.
Finley Shard says the apothecary found the stone and is experimenting with it.
And you know what? So there if there's, let's say, okay, so let's check this out. So we have this front area here. We'll put one of those stands in there or whatever. The fake apothecary, the druid pretending to be an apothecary, will be in this front room here, and we'll kind of be like, oh, I'm closing up to get out of here, whatever. And the players want to poke around. It's the last thing in the world the druid wants, because the apothecary is in the basement. Right? So the apothecary is like, no, you can't. So there's definitely there's already some conflict, right? Because they're like, no, you don't understand. We have to poke around. We've got to find. There's these deadly elemental stones or whatever. Blah blah blah. And for fun, do we put the stone in the basement with the apothecary? Like the apothecary's lab is down in the basement, and that's where the stone is. Sure enough, like the apothecary sort of discovered that there's magical properties to it and has been experimenting, which is what triggered the druid to get all the druids got all pissed off. Maybe there's two of them, right? There's an accomplice or whatever. Two druids.
Metal and Magic suggests the druids could be planting the stones.
Planting them like seeds, or planting them like
planting them like a plant, like you hide the drugs in someone else's car.
Planting them like a plant.
And then
that would be like a
call it tip.
Yeah. I hear this apothecary's got a
Like
kilo of black tar heroin.
I see. This does not make sense.
Yeah, because all right. So what do we?
The players show up.
Yep, we got that.
1028 says the players show up and discover that the druids have set up the apothecary to blow up.
Ooh.
The owner is inside, tied to a chair. They have to get in and get out while disarming the nature bomb that will cause a ton of woods to pop up and destroy the house.
That's awesome.
I like the concept of a nature bomb created by druids.
A nature bomb is pretty awesome, right? It kind of instantly, like everything, all the wood rots and everything just gets grown over. We could definitely we could have the apothecary in jeopardy in the basement for sure, like strapped to maybe that's right. maybe they've set off their nature bomb. The timer's set off, and the players roll in, and the druids are like, we just want to get the hell out of here, and we don't want people poking around. We want to get out of here. And so there's definitely some fun conflict right there. The druids are like really want to just usher the players out, get out of there, and get out themselves because they know there's like a ticking time bomb, nature bomb. That's fun.
Now I just want to watch Die Hard.
The that is. Although I don't remember the other. Don't know about the other ones. There were like 4 of them, right? There was 2. There was 3.
Die Hard.
Die
I think
Hard,
there were
Die
4.
Harder, Die Hardest, and Die Hard with a Vengeance, or Die Hard and Live Another Day. Were there 5 of them?
I wrote in the chat.
There was one with the airplane. There was one with the stock exchange. There's the one with the young kid and Kevin
I've only
Smith.
seen the first one.
Yeah, that's all you need to see. Stop there.
Yeah.
We just move next.
That's what people had told me. So
Yeah. No,
Stop
you
there.
the people were right.
Justice Armand wants to know if there should be a moral quandary.
Yes. Always
The
a moral
awakened cart is made of a special wood that can become a hard plate-like armor for a druid, but you
Ooh.
have to break it apart.
I mean, how's that a quandary?
We're
We're breaking that cart in a heartbeat. I don't know. Unless the cart has a personality, is it like Cardi the talking cart, and it like?
Well, if you have a lawful good character, like this is a sentient cart, like
Right, you
piloted
slay-
by were-termites, you can't just destroy this.
Well, not only you kill the cart, but you kill the whole colony, right?
Yeah.
1,000. It's like the Who's in Whoville. And you could but like wooden plate armor would be pretty awesome. Plus, the cart doesn't want to be disassembled. It's like short circuit. No disassemble. Yeah. All
Deadly
right.
shards. Earth and air. The air is poisonous due to alchemical things that have been enhanced by the stone, but the players need to get in to find the stone, deal with a bunch of higher crazed druids, then also find themselves a cure.
Oh, yeah, right. They've been in there long enough that they've been exposed to this, and they're kind of losing their minds. Everybody's losing their minds in there, and then the players start losing their minds. Yeah.
The nature bomb set off all these like mix of potions have now like broken and
Yeah, it's
now,
bedlam. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, let's build a third one.
Okay.
This is wild. This is gonna be. All right, so now. Yeah, it just doesn't even make sense. In all the right ways. All right, so we're gonna do this crazy. This is gonna be the survivalist bunker, right? This is the tall. This is the guy whose homestead is just like a survival tower bunker.
This is
He's-
Nina's apartment.
Prepping for the end times. He's got gallons of powdered butter.
Justice Armand said the moral quandary is that the cart is very nice and screams very loudly when it's being destroyed.
Yeah, well, I mean that's disturbing, right? You can't destroy a screaming cart. That's like. All right, here.
Griffin Base would like to know if black magic is the equivalent of black tar heroin.
Is traffic peddling.
There are 5 Die Hards.
Yeah.
We have Die Hard 1, the Nicotomy Towers. Die Hard 2, Airport.
Yeah.
Die Hard 3, New York City. Die Hard 4, Cyber Attack. Die Hard 5, The Sun in Russia.
Oh yeah, the Russia. Yeah. I kind of before.
Die Hard. Die Harder.
Die Hardest.
Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Oh.
Live free or die hard. Good day to die hard.
Ugh.
Will this franchise please die hard? Said Dusty Spellbook.
The the 4th and 5th just really blurred together. All right, so we're gonna do this. Look at that. We got boom. We got a thing. We got. Oh no! Do we have no? Okay, we need this. Oh, this is gonna work. Oh wait, wait a second. I never thought I'd be out of.
Apparently there's a 6th Die Hard, but it does not have Die Hard in the title.
Wait, how can it be a 6th Die Hard if it doesn't have Die Hard in the title?
Neophoia, tell us.
Yeah, I disbelieve.
Give us your wisdom. Oh, the Hellscape Wormwood code just arrived. Says
Woo!
Blaze. All Hellscape backers, go check your emails, but make sure you keep tuned in. Like, open up a new window and check your email. Or watch this on your computer and then check your phone email.
Okay. I can't believe there's that many diehards. Blows my mind.
And then there's the dice.
What dice?
Die Hard dice.
Oh, yeah. See what she did there?
The chat is going wild for these Hellscape gift cards.
Everybody's getting theirs? No?
Yeah.
Can I check my email?
Quiet said the 6th Die Hard is just called McClane.
Really? When is it? It didn't come out yet, though, did it? I don't know. I haven't seen a movie in years, so I don't know.
Yeah.
And then, but I used to know things. I used to. Now I just drink.
Now you just drink? Is that what you just said to me?
Tyrion Lannister, I drink and I know things. I
Oh.
say, like, I know things. I used to know things. No. Let's go for, man, I wish I had one more door, one more plain wall. All right, this is the crazy the homestead. I mean the watchtower homestead bunker. It's turning into a
Drop
thing.
your suggestions in the chat.
All right, I got. Oh, this is a thing.
This is a thing. Okay, Nate.
That's me.
Use the window with the closed shutters. When the players examine, it's been bricked up on the inside.
I like.
It's suspicious.
Yeah. No, I like clues and suspicion. All of these things.
The party has to stone-shape stairs to get to the second floor.
What if they don't have stone shape? Wish I had one more gable.
Oh my god.
What?
Justice Armand says, "Oh, what if the termites left messages in the wood like, you're next, chump?"
Save us! Help! We're trapped in this cart.
The weird termites in a sentient cart is definitely going to show up in one of my games.
What if the cart eats the termites? What if it's a reverse? Right? There's like.
In Russia, termites don't eat cart.
Cart eats the termites. It's fine, flip it on its head. Then they have to choose. Who do they choose? The termites or the cart?
That's the moral quandary.
That's like. All right, we got a thing here. I got a crazy plan. All right, so this.
Nerdbotchery's late, and I'll never forgive them. That's all.
All right, it's probably a bad idea to change out the corner posts, but whatever I did, because if you're trying to do quick change at the table, it slows it down a little bit. But I think I got a thing. And there's a logic. I do like me some logic. All right. All right. So this is the crazy doomsday prepper apocalypse bunker, and
You can't even see it all in the close-up cam.
Yeah,
That's
hold
how
on,
tall
let's
it
see.
is.
that's how we do it.
Justin Armand, moral quandary. The termites are eating the cart alive, destroying the cart. The cart occasionally screams in pain. However, the termites are very sweet and can only eat this gluten-free wood. You must choose between the cart and the termite community.
They can only eat this gluten-free wood.
Termites are gluten-free. You know, the only other like suitable option in fantasy times is wood.
Well, no, it's a special the sentient wood. It's gluten-free wood. That's why it's sentient. Like it's such a rare thing, and it.
Isn't all wood gluten-free?
No, it's full of gluten. Just it's all it is. It's just
In my fantasy universe, wood has gluten.
it's all gluten, highfalutin gluten.
That's my band name.
All right, so I don't entirely. I need to figure this out, but we're getting here.
Finley Shards suggests it could be that the phase stone in this area is earth related, and as the guy was trying to build his house, it kept adding bits like extra walls, floors, etc. So the guy living there had a door on his building. The stone grew another floor for underneath it, pushing it up. So the owner then had to add a door on the new ground floor. Rinse and repeat equals crazed owner with weird house area with extra roofs and walls scattered around. I love the chaos of that. I can see that like in an animated series. It's like a grumpy old.
It's a
dwarf.
Pixar movie, like the grumpy old dwarf whose house just keeps growing.
I just put a door in this yesterday.
All right, so here's what we got here. We got the crazed. You're right. It doesn't even fit in the. So here's what I'm thinking. This. So the bottom floor here, we'll rotate this all the way around, has some boarded up windows, and it's like the root cellar or whatever. This has got like some supplies in there that are drying or whatever. This is like the non-essential storage for whatever else is lying around, like this old sign. Maybe we have a cart in here, pieces or whatever. All right, this is the kind of stuff that he's not worried about Knowles getting to or whatever. Then up on the next floor, let's turn this thing around. Wait, rotate. And that door's on the back for whatever reason. So then we've got, this is the main door, and he uses a ladder to get up there, so he can pull the ladder up and hold up so nobody can get in. All right, and and then in here he's got his supplies. There's like, there's bins of whatever. This is like, this is good so he can survive a siege. Then you go up one more level. This door, can you see the? We've got like we've got barrels here on the door, so he can, if someone is trying to get in to his second story here, he can open up this door and pour out boiling oil or slop or whatever, tar and feathers and whatnot out this door to like get anybody that's trying to get in that door. And then he has this one ladder that he pulls up to stay inside. He takes up the stairs and uses that to get up to the top floor, which is up here, which is the lookout floor, where he just sort of camps out looking for, trying to get kids off his lawn and whatnot, shouting at people. And what we could do is, so he's holed up in here, and he starts taking pot shots at the players from up here. When they get close, they kind of, stay off my land kind of thing. 600-foot range on that longbow. And what's the gag? So if it's, let's say it's Earth. If we had air in the other one, this is Earth. Where's the stone? Maybe can you see we put the special pillars here. Maybe the stone's in these pillars all the way at the top, just to like really make it hard, because, who wants to make it easy? We can make it hard. Yeah.
Now I can see. Yay.
Yeah. Mine are. I forget that you don't see through my eyeballs. Turns out.
Well, I'm watching the chat. It's just like a 10-second delay.
So what's the gag? How do we do the stone? If it was causing all the stuff to rise up, whatever. What's the challenge? Besides, you got to sort of first you got to talk the guy down, who's a paranoid bunker dwelling lunatic. Or maybe he's not a lunatic. Maybe he's sensible. Maybe the end times are coming. Maybe the termites, if they're left unchecked, will. The
What if the termites are the horsemen of the apocalypse?
the four termites. The four termites of the apocalypse.
Yeah, the four termites of the apocalypse. And this is the savior, and so they convinced you to take them here. And under this, oh, we need to get the stones. We need to rescue the stones. But the termites are like, thank you for bringing us to the person who will stop the apocalypse. Now we take them out.
Now,
And it
welcome
becomes
to
a
your
showdown.
doom. They'd have to get big, though, right? In order to fight, be a good fight. Or maybe that's the challenge: is how do you fight something that's you can barely see?
Mm-hmm.
Right? It probably has an armor class of like 30 or something. Like, how do you hitting a termite?
So, consulting the chat, Odin Forge says, what if the doors are trapped illusions and the actual door is made of stone on the bottom?
Whoa. Yes, trapped illusions.
Let's see. Let me see if I can pronounce this name right.
Ooh, and then we've got
Mad Roboticist.
what?
Set. Mad Roboticist
Oh.
is the name. And they say, the door on the bottom floor has no visible windows or doors. The door at the top of the ladder is fake and trapped somehow. The real door is magically hidden on the first floor.
This could be the real, right? We have the one wall that has the big stone. The magnetic wall could be the real door. Maybe do that. Let's put some.
Justice Armand says, what if the stone is one of the bricks and the cart knows because it was used to haul the foundation long ago?
Guys, just listen to me. I'm the cart.
Finlay Shard says, maybe the earth stone can allow things like the floor/walls to move, protecting the owner. You get in, the floor opens up, and you
Ooh.
fall through the cellar.
Oh, I like the moving. Moving floor. Put this here. Okay, yeah. So now, wait. I haven't did this one. Mad roboticist.
Great name.
We have some of the best names of any community. Like there's some serious classics. Like,
So Finlay says you can have the rooms rotating like a Rubik's Cube. You have to then time climbing the internal stairs/ladders.
doesn't he know that no one was able to solve a Rubik's Cube ever? No. Not true. Just there's videos of people solving them in like 7 seconds or something.
Will Smith can.
In 7 seconds?
Very quickly.
Wow.
The walls are made from an ancient
That's
earth
thank you.
elemental. Finlay Shard says he can solve a Rubik's Cube in 4 to 5 minutes.
I mean, it's not 7 seconds, but I'm still impressed. Yeah.
Justin Bieber can apparently solve a Rubik's Cube. Now
Yeah.
all these people are flexing.
I know, right?
I feel emasculated.
You know what I was really... That's funny. What I was really good at the Rubik's Pyramid. I could solve that one reliably. I never had a Rubik's Cube as a kid and have not logged in the time to get the technique down for solving one.
Odin Forge says, if/when you get inside the building, gravity reverses.
Which is like the most fun game ever, right? When you like sit in your house and pretend like the ceiling is the floor, and you're like, what would happen if I was like had to walk on the ceiling? How would I? Yeah. How would we rep that? How would you do it with minis?
My headphones out of the computer, and now I cannot hear.
It was the termites staged an attack on you. They
Termites
They all ganged
are
up and yanked your
termites
headphones
are
off.
coming from inside the house.
The termites are coming from inside the house.
So Mace and I prank called Hamster recently.
Yeah, you said something about that. Yeah.
He did not answer, but we left him some ominous voicemails. One of them is, as soon as it was like beep, we just couldn't stop laughing, and then eventually it was just like the ghost come outside the house. We hung up very quickly.
I bet he was really fooled.
Well, he didn't know it was us. He posted on Facebook.
Wait, he-
whoever did that, who's gonna like come for him or whatever.
Who would it have been? Like,
If you would like us to prank call you, whisper us your phone number.
are you gonna be like the new Jerky Brothers, Jerky Boys?
Jerky Mace, if you're in this chat,
Oh no!
think
This
you're
isn't a challenge. This isn't a challenge. You don't
We're
even.
the Jerky Boys.
Hey, Jerky. We could do some sort of thing with that. You're like, I don't know what it is, but
Oh, Finley Short says you put the walls in upside down, and then in my head that interprets to you just literally flip it upside down, and then everything's right side up. Oh, if there were more magnets in City Builder, that'd be really tight.
well, you need. If you put metal on the floors and magnets in your miniatures, you could like flip them
Yeah, you
upside
gotta
down.
mod it yourself though. We have a lot of people who are like, this
Yeah.
costs a lot of money. I'm not modding it.
You know, no matter what it is, people will complain about something. We've learned this. There's always a complaint. No, this goes on this side.
Dent says his escape from the top floor is a slip and slide.
Oh, that would be amazing. Didn't somebody try and make a slip and slide loop de loop, like the I feel like it was like the
Oh
Jackass,
my God.
the Jackass guys or something, and or that what was it? That's
Jackass.
Flying Circus, or what was that guy that the Travis Pastrana? Is that his name? The Psycho Circus, the
Psychos. I was gonna say Flying Circus is Monty Python.
yeah, no, it was not the Flying Circus. It was one of that guy that isn't his name Travis Pastrana? He was like
I'm not the person to ask.
I don't know. He's like a motocross stunt guy or whatever. I think one of them did. They made like just a staggering like 100-foot drop into a loop, and it, needless to say, it went terribly awry. Like somebody broke their whatever. Yeah, turns out the physics don't work so well.
I bet we could figure it out. I bet Toby could figure it out.
Well, here's the thing: building it is one thing. It's actually surviving it is the. It turns out is the.
I'll try it.
Yeah. I'm out.
Madam
Alright.
Modestus says
So-
it's Travis Pastrana.
Travis Pastrana. What do I call him?
Hey,
Pastrana?
Travis Pastrami.
It sounds like a sandwich, right? The old with a side of Travis Bickle. All right. So this is three zones. What else
I
do you
think
do with
Dumb
these?
is suggesting that the roofs could be slip and slide.
Well,
If
they
the
do
house is
look
being, like,
right.
moved around.
It's not that far off. We could almost. I mean, you could very, very easily slip and slide off the out this door. Like,
That's the escape.
yeah, I got the chimney might kind of be a. You okay?
Oh, just low cough.
Just look off. This thing. Yeah.
It's allergy season.
Hmm.
Odin Forge says, "Oh, look at that! It's 20 after beer."
Yeah.
In this pandemic,
Beer and clocks? Wow. Bold. Alright. And then we do something like it's not as lively as some of our builds of the month. Although the idea of doing 3 different builds of the same thing is kind of fun.
yeah, it's a nice little challenge. And you know, when people are like, "I don't know how to build more than the one
Maybe
thing,"
this is
this is 3 builds.
You know, and that's, I'd say, one of the things that surprises me about, because we have such a, like, and gamers as a whole tend to be a very sort of creative, clever bunch. It's staggering how many people say that. Like, I need to see the thing. I can't imagine it. I need to see it built for me, or whatever. Which is kind of blows my mind.
Yeah. Death28 says the build doesn't have to be crazy. The story is what adds to the dynamic of how creative this build is.
True. True.
True.
All the
that.
truths.
So now you have to rebuild it all.
No, I'm gonna do. I'm adjusting this. I wanna get a little crazier. Let's see if I do this.
Hey, do you even remember what the story is?
Yeah, you wrote it down.
Okay.
That's
I
right.
did write it. I just want to make sure I got my notes right, you know?
Yeah, some termites hijacked a sentient cart to get the
Literally,
druids.
all I know about this story is
To get the
termites.
druids to get to beer o'clock, and then
And then Nature Bomb.
the nature bomb. The end. Enjoy your plate mail, made out of beavers.
You've got plate mail.
Do you think that guy got residuals?
You gotta hope. Well, you know, he probably made some deal with AOL, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, AOL was like, here's some money, we're gonna use your voice. And then the movie was like, hey, we're gonna... Did they use the sound of the movie? I forget now.
What movie?
You've Got Mail.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Turns out I missed that one.
It was a romantic story.
A romantic story.
It was a romantic movie.
Full of romance.
They have an email love affair.
Really?
I don't think it's an actual affair, but it's a love affair.
It's a love affair. With words.
That's how I describe my romantic history. I've had a series of affairs.
Doesn't an affair imply that you're cheating though on something?
I think that just is what like the connotation became, but the denotation doesn't mean it so.
See, that's what they want you to think. Is what you're saying.
Well, like an affair is like a small little like romantic dalliance, but so like if you're in a marriage, it's like you had an affair like outside of this marriage, you had a dalliance, and it wasn't with me, because this isn't a dalliance. This is a marriage.
Well, and right, you can have it a formal affair.
Oh, Griffin Mace did just correct me.
Uh-oh.
And that they were both having an affair while having this affair.
Whoa, what?
Both of them had partners.
Oh.
But they didn't cheat initially because they only liked each other online and hated each other in person.
Too real.
Wait, I think it was like she owned a bookstore and was going out of business by like Shakespeare and Co. or something. And he was the corporate guy, she was the local business. And they were fighting. Meanwhile, they met in like an email chat room.
Wait,
anyway,
so they
doesn't have to do with terrain.
They knew and hated each other in real life, but then
They didn't know it was them. It was like screen names, you know?
Right.
It was like, you know, Sentient Termite 69 at AOL.com.
And Sassy Cart.
Sassy Cart 420.
And they would never have known. I didn't know you were Sassy Cart, you Sassy Cart. You're like, yeah, I can see how that would.
Anyway, back to this chat.
All right, so I'm just remaking the bunker to not be quite so tall. So now it's just 3 stories tall.
I
with
liked how tall it was.
Yeah.
What you're doing now is very similar to what you did at the apothecary.
What was the The apothecary had it had an L, right? Yeah. So maybe it stays as tall. I guess it's just go floor to floor, like make each floor interesting, and then it's okay that it's a tallest tower of all time.
Suggests you could do this area top down, so the players arrive at a sunken village, perhaps buried in a mudslide.
And they have to go down.
And they have to find the right building, and you add floors downward as they explore.
I did a LARP module like that years ago, where it was you went down a sunken tower, and we had like a fun. It set up a staircase thing with like a series of cloth doors, so the players would have to go like 6 times around, and while they did, you'd sort of set whichever room they're going to go to, and then open one of the different cloth doors. That would represent they'd gone down a certain number of spirals, and yeah, descending
That's
into
cool.
the sunken tower.
I
They
had this idea yesterday, as Nina and I are planning what to do for this virtual LARP.
wait, virtual LARP?
Well, so as you know, we might have started a ziggurat scheme, and
Yep.
we promised some people kits, but we weren't able to get them the kits for this
Oh.
multi-level ziggurat scheme / business opportunity. So we're making the kits during quarantine, and we're gonna ship them out to people. But we're recording an infomercial for it first. So we're just thinking of different ways to LARP online. And Ignoratio, shout out our friend Ignoratio.
Woo!
He posted a 10-minute story video using Dwarven Forge and Nina's skull sculpture. The
Really?
skull sculpture was a cursed artifact, and he was like cleaning it, and then it turned him miniature, and it put
And
him
then
in
he
a
went in
Dwarven Forge dungeon.
Oh my god, I love everything about that.
So then I had the idea, I'm like, why don't we just like play D&D as our characters? Like, why don't we just like continue the stories?
Whoa. Oh, you mean? Oh, I thought you meant your characters playing D&D. Like pretend, right? Pretend that you're Snickers playing a character in like playing an RPG inside the RPG. So RPGception, yeah. Like what character would your character play, and what would it? Well,
It'd be cool if Rob ran a D&D game.
yes.
And, like, it's like mods. It's like, you know, Wilderforge has their mod, Kurtzenwald has their mods. You just, like, you know, like one weekend, it's just, like, constant, like, running games online.
That would be really fun, right?
LARP is just basically D&D in real life.
Just with a ton of people and everything going all at once, and yeah.
So it's like, you know, maybe Zoe runs a mod at the same time Rob's running a mod. That we just have all the staff running games. That'd be really fun.
That would be really fun. You should pitch that. What would it take?
I think it would just take a lot of prep on behalf of the staff.
Well, you know,
I'll put it in the chat and see what like people.
I guess the challenge would be sort of converting the rule system to some sort of tabletop system.
I think it would translate pretty well. You just have to like think about how you can. I guess you have to do initiative. I think that's the like how would you do initiative in LARP?
Yeah, and spells and everything like I don't think D&D is the right platform for it.
Well, I'm not necessarily. Maybe you find a fate system.
Yeah, that would make more sense. Like a little flex, like something that's a little more loose. Yeah. I've never done the fudge.
Doug says his LARP, they use their characters some of the tabletop battles as well. So he's doing a similar thing.
I've never done the fudge one that uses the fudge dice. The like should be kind of interesting. All right, so we have three things, and sort of a loose story. Let me take a picture of this.
Mad Roboticist would like to know, what do you think? You just laugh every time at that name.
I don't know why, because it's just, you know what? I just picture there's a story. That name has a story. I'm like, he's not just a roboticist; he's a mad roboticist. So like, what you know?
Mad Roboticist, write your backstory in this chat.
Yeah. No,
what do you think is missing in City Builder that you would like to add in a future Kickstarter?
Oh boy. So functionally, the biggest thing missing is the way to do interior, smaller, more interesting interior spaces. Cosmetically, 1,000 things, particularly cheap, like ramshackle wooden buildings. I think is the thing we need the most. But there's no shortage. Like one of the challenges, like I'd love to see some more personality with a bunch of our city builder stuff. Like everything is very boxy. Um, it's very it's kind of all the building blocks, but we didn't do a lot of the flashy bits. We have the Bridge of Valor, and we have a few things, but we need more just writing everything, roofs and walls and overhangs and things. Wander through Barcelona or Bruges or something and like see it like, some there's so many cool. I don't know, so much character. Um,
I
but
think
it
that's probably our most requested thing. Is
yeah
just more city builder.
yeah we
We
need
hear you.
we need more options. We just need more options for mostly more ways to build and then more flavor. There's also tons of fun scatter we could do and like there's a lot of neat accessories that we could do, um, and a fireplace with an LED is
Yeah.
like a given.
More LEDs in the city.
Yeah, we had three. Well, we had the two different LED walls. We had the freestanding LED brazier and the freestanding LED torch stand. I think we're
And
the
the
only.
table. And the
Oh yeah, and
tavern.
the cat the you're right. The candle table, and then we could yeah, we could. There's more magnetic accessories. There could be more pole accessories. There could be just 1,000 bits. The streets need a lot of options. We need diagonals and more interesting options in alleys and ways to
Mm-hmm.
change elevation levels.
Nerd
More,
Pottery brings up dirt roads, and I know
yeah,
we had like considered that, and we're trying to figure out how that would look like in a Dwarven Forge universe, and we were having trouble with like just we were having trouble fitting it into Wildlands, but like, what was some of the design difficulties with that concept?
the reason the big thing on roads. So one of the fundamental the guiding principles of Wildlands was no active civilization, and the dirt road implies active civilization, right? Because it's traveled enough that it's not just a path; it's a road, and it means there's people saying. So it really we killed it because it was active, and I think there's interesting space. Frontier is something that we'll explore at some point, which is between City Builder and Wildlands. You've got the frontier, right? You've got those homesteads and those outposts and those palisade forts and the dirt roads to connect it all. That sort of seems like it's a really cool and also the kind of place you'd have a lot of adventures, right? Like there seems like right on the edges of danger. Um, so that was the big driver, for not doing it. But no other than that, we had there's stuff we kicked around some things and there's some geometry out there and some whatever and we'll get there. We will all things in good time. Um,
Alien Blaze has a question.
I have an
Um,
answer.
is there ever a chance Dwarven Forge would start selling pieces a la carte? Something's very hard to get at, or to get the number of pieces you might want without buying a lot of other things.
The a la carte is too hard from a business standpoint. Um, but we're
Like an online business standpoint, if we were in person, like if we had a brick and mortar, it'd
yeah,
be
if it
like
was
a Gen Con.
like a candy store, right, where you have just like buckets and
Yeah.
buckets of stuff, and it is a candy store, right? People could just come and pick up whatever they wanted. Um, but I think let us know some of the pieces that are hard for you to get, and we'll see. We're kicking around some reconfigures and stuff anyway, so we'll try and get them in the list to make some of the stuff easier to get. Because I agree, there's some stuff that could be reconfigured, to be more accessible. And we're working on it. It's all a slow process. Between the Xth day of soon November. uh, what else? I don't know. I don't know what else to do on this build. So I guess we'll just take some questions and call it a day.
Yeah. If you guys have any other suggestions for this build could benefit from, drop it in the chat.
Or if you've got questions that you could benefit
Yeah.
from answers. Um,
Mad Roboticist did give us a little
oh, I do.
backstory, but I'm giving him a chance to make it more interesting.
First,
Just as Armand would like us to know how we are all doing.
you need him to punch up the first draft a little. It needs a little drama.
Yeah.
Where's some
Yeah.
conflict? We need like a. We're hey
Yeah, I
Justice.
would like some conflict.
Well, at least we didn't have to have a root canal, like whatever, or a tooth pulled out, whatever it was he had. I think we're doing okay. I think we're, the challenge for a bunch of artists is to like surviving isolation is a thing, and yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. I think I think we're all healthy. It's just sort of trying to just coping with I don't know working isolated. How big is your apartment, Selena? Like 40 square feet. It's
I
like
don't know how to measure how big my apartment is.
tiny. You're crammed in. Everybody's crammed into small spaces for long periods of time, and we're kind of struggling with trying to figure out how to gearing up for this Kickstarter is a little challenging in that like literally I spent like 15 minutes today trying to figure out how to get a bunch of physical stuff in the same place with the different like we're all not being in one place. It like being that we need physical goods to shoot videos and to shoot photos and to test this fit and to paint and whatever. It's like having to deal with physical goods is a challenge. So there's
And Nate's the only one with a car, which adds that like added level of like he's the only one who can shuttle bulk things because we're trying not to take Ubers and stuff because we're aware that a lot of people take cabs to hospitals or urgent cares when they feel sick because an ambulance is too expensive and
well
so it's just
you're
yeah.
just in contact with everybody else that was in that Uber
Yeah.
theoretically, and it's like the subway is right out. Like I don't know, there's a whole new variety of challenges that we're facing, but we're all we're still all we're healthy and we're here and we're lucky that we have a the way our business works, we're able to kind of keep cooking ahead, and we were pretty early on getting everybody ready to get out of the office and sort of be siloed off. But it's a struggle, and it's I miss seeing I miss the energy of everybody especially as you're working on a creative project, sort of everybody in one place like that. The buzz of I don't know the office is a lively place. I miss that greatly. I also think it's hard. It really silos everybody out, so the groups like each department knows less what's going on in the other departments. Like even painting department. Like I was looking at stuff from Hamster today and from Aaron today, and like they're not necessarily aware. Like they're both painting trees, but it's like you can't see the forest for the trees. You can't see like when they're on the same when they're 10 feet apart. It's easy to go, hey, look what I'm doing this thing on this tree. Try this thing. So the trees feel similar but different and whatever. And it's like everybody operating independently is a challenge on the work itself, because we want to you want everybody to be kind of seeing what else is happening and piggybacking on that stuff, and you want
Yeah.
well, you want to see what's happening. Like Selena needs to sort of see what's coming, so she knows in a month what's she going to be filming and whatever, and what's coming down the I don't know. You need sort of
Yeah, what like equipment we might need to film
oh
like that's unique to Wildlands versus Caverns Deep and whatnot.
yeah.
But that's just gonna be we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn.
We are gonna learn. We are homeschooling ourselves. But yeah, we're okay. We're here.
Slack has some really good collaborative features, like especially like with me and my video assistant Gabe. We just shared screen, and Slack has this like draw on screen tool. So I'll circle things, be like, you need to put this clip here, and I'll be like, what is this? What's this frame doing? And like that makes it easier to give notes, versus him sending me something on Dropbox and then I have to type everything out. I can just be like, call me and we'll go through this.
The being able to draw on the screen is definitely a big plus. I like that. And the Slack video, we definitely make use of that. But I don't know. It's a whole new. I mean, everybody's evolving or coping with kind of trying to find new ways to do things right now. So we're not alone, but we might be the only ones that are doing a Kickstarter.
Wormwood just wrapped
Yeah,
their
that's right.
Kickstarter.
This is right.
They're also like phasing people in. They so while everyone was out, they like rebuilt the whole workstation area, and so there are partitions between every one
Nice.
station. They're all 6 feet apart, so they were able to bring a lot of people back.
Well, they have a massive. The place is a palace, right? They've got.
Huge.
I mean, I've never seen such a big space. They definitely have the space to space people, which is really
Yeah,
good.
we do not have that space. Me, Janet, and Gabe are like on top of each other.
Yeah. Yeah,
Our
you.
little corner.
Yeah. No, and everybody is tight. Slash, then you go into the production room and everybody's on top. You know, there's like New York City space is a thing. So.
Yep. So if anyone has any non-COVID questions, would love some of that. AK Yeti would like to know it'll be first to ship Hellscape or Plaguestone.
Hellscape.
Um,
Yeah, and it's on the first sets are on the water. Next batch, like 80, I don't know, 80% of something will be is going to be on the water this week. I'm looking, I think, or maybe it already gone out. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it's all moving, and we're already making prep to ship, and I don't know. It's exciting. We'll unbox some stuff on the Anvil live, so that'll be fun to see.
hmm Xander Cleese is chatting with Justin talking about online gaming, and he says he's been gaming more in quarantine than he did before, and like, same dude. Like, I game every weekend now. It's not like we're doing anything else. And then we're also like doing online games with work, so like I'm playing D&D up to like 2-3 times a week some weeks,
Yeah,
which is a little exhausting, but better than not.
way better than that. I'm definitely playing more D&D than I used to. Um,
Oh yeah, because you're running games for your niece and nephew, right?
mhm. Yeah, I could have flipped out. Yeah, I have. They just finished this first cavern build that I don't know, 3 sessions or 4 sessions through. It was really fun. Um, I'm also kind of, I get to test. I test some stuff on them before for a live game. Like they can guinea
Do we
pig.
have any Kickstarter beans?
Mm, I'm looking around to see if anything new. I don't think we have anything new to show, right?
Or like
No.
perhaps like sneak peeks into what the offer might be or structure or any of that.
I don't think I want to talk about it yet, but I like, but I do. That's a good on the anvil thing in the next couple of weeks. I'd love to sort of talk about because we have a new, we're trying a new offer structure, a new. We're if we learn anything from Caverns Deep, it's that we can get overly complicated and overly sprawling and whatever. So we're trying to find the sweet spot in cherry pickability, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and and easy to understand, but also enough options that you can kind of get what you want, and easy enough for the factories to fulfill, so that we don't run into delays, and whatever. So we'll talk about that at some point in the next couple of weeks. It's a good topic for On the Anvil, is sort of talking about
AK
what.
Yeti says, "Come on, one encounter title, winky face."
I can't speak to that.
Great.
Well, it's yeah. There's we got to back up even bigger than that. So it's a whole
First encounter
thing.
name is.
It's a long name. Must be Svirfnevelin. Um, yeah. We'll do a little deep dive into sort of what the, because actually that'll be a great little focus group to talk about it on the Anvil and see what people
Yeah,
say.
Finley Shard said he was happy to test anything, and you and I
Yeah.
talked previously about like
Yeah.
it'll be nice to get some like longtime backers and fans to like, okay, this is what we're thinking. Does this make sense?
Yeah. Maybe we do that. We have Toby on tomorrow. Maybe that's maybe on June 3rd.
Too soon.
June 3rd. Let's pencil that in. As we'll do. We'll talk about the structure of the offer, and see if it makes sense. Because we're trying something a little different. Because we keep trying, keep evolving, keep changing, pushing the envelope. Any other questions, or should we go push the envelope a little bit?
I think we should go
Sure.
push the envelope a little bit. We have stream tomorrow. We're on the Anvil tomorrow, and then the following Monday we're gonna be gaming. Nate and I are playing in a game DM'd by Tyler.
And guess what? There's only
What?
four. There's only 4 of us.
Yeah,
It's
gotta go faster.
it's gonna be deadly, right?
Oh,
It's what who it's
we're all
you
ranged too, except for Freya. Freya's the only person who is melee. Me, you, and Hamster are all
and Freya.
range.
Wow. So we have a barbarian, a ranged fighter, a bard, and a sorcerer.
Yeah.
So I'm the only healer, and you with your second wind.
Um, the second wind heal.
Yeah.
Do I? I don't know if I have second wind as a gunslinger.
If it's a fighter, isn't it a fighter archetype?
I'm gonna.
If you're a fighter, it's
Find
a
out.
you definitely have second wind, first level.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
But that's only that's still not gonna get through. So
yeah. No, we're gonna have to.
we're gonna have to lean on my healing word. Yee.
Dent28 says, Nate, you should do a series of episodes with stop motion action that tell the
Cool.
story of the adventures that take place when you guys get together and play. You could call this show Forgery. I think it would be an interesting way
Forgery.
to utilize your directing skills.
It's a fantastic idea, other than executing it.
Stop motion, so fun. Stop motion, so deadly.
Yes, it's the time, is really it's the time that gets you. But it's no, I would love to do some more stop motion. Like that'd be like a vacation. Can you
It'd be
imagine,
so
like
nice.
to get back yeah. Huh. You know, I'm going back to the D&D game. We have an enormous amount of damage output, right? Like between you, Hamster, and Chris, that's like it's an enormous amount of damage output. And then between Fairy Fire and my other, I don't know, whatever, I can help make sure you guys hit. We can like churn out. I guess our best defense is offense, right? We're just gonna nuke everything before it hits us and see
And
what
the
happens.
chat suggests we have healer kits and
Yeah.
perhaps some potions and whatnot.
Yeah,
Well, in the
there's
last
ways around.
game we made a deal with the four horsemen of the apocalypse, so
So what could go wrong?
we've been blessed by them, I guess.
The four
I guess.
termites. The four termites of the apocalypse.
Four were termites of the apocalypse.
I mean, I forgot they were were termites, right? So wait, what do were termites turn? Do they turn into regular sized humans or like little tiny miniature humans?
I like the idea of miniature humans.
Yeah. So like in-game miniatures, like it's like
Yes.
the Indian in the cupboard. Did you ever read that?
I'm aware of it.
You're aware.
I think it was a movie too. I think they made
Yes.
movies of
Yes.
that series.
Yeah. Movies, everything. All right, let's take this thing home. Unless there's
Yes.
unless there's like some super pertinent, burning question from the.
Does not appear to
From
any
the forgery.
any
All
burning
right.
questions. So how we ended up there was that we have some upcoming streams. Pay attention to us on social media. Me, Mace, Nino, we're there for you.
Woo! Yeah, we love, it's fun. Social media gives us such a fun opportunity to chit chat with people and see the things that people are Man, the builds. It's just so inspiring to see all the stuff that people put up, all the cool
Yeah, and if
bits.
you send us builds on social, I put them in the Twitch pre-roll.
Assuming that I can play the pre-roll.
You played it today, and for that I'm proud.
It was an ugly 30 seconds or a minute there of darkness.
So the best way to support us in these trying times is to save your money for the Wildlands Kickstarter. You can join our email list at the link in the chat. Other than that, I think we're outie.
Woo! Outie, outie. All right, we'll see you guys in the morrow. And thanks for all the good ideas, from sentient carts to were termites to were beavers to scavenged stones to angry druids to what else do we have? The lookout, the outpost, the apothecary, the nature bombs, right? Like nature, like just the word nature bomb is a cool
Roof, slip and slide.
Oh man, it's just a lifestyle. All right, well,
Let's go. Get out of here.
see you guys later. Thanks. Have a good day or night.